Good morning, good morning to you. Good morning. I'm fine, how are you? Hello, my dear children. How are you all? Safe at home? Good. Now it is the time to welcome you all to our English time. Do you like to hear stories? I think you are eagerly waiting to hear the stories. Okay, let us watch a video.
When someone's in trouble and they need your help, make sure they're okay. When someone's in trouble and they need your help, what's the thing to say? You say, how can I help? What can I do? I want to do a nice thing for you. How can I help? What can I do to make things better for you?
When someone's in trouble and they need your help, make sure they're okay. When someone's in trouble and they need your help, what's the thing to say? You say, how can I help? What can I do? I want to do a nice thing for you. How can I help? What can I do to make things better for you?
What do you see in the video? Do you help your parents at home? Most children lend their helping hands to their parents. Do you know how happy and proud they are when they think about your help? Here is a touching story which tells us how a boy helped his sick mother in the kitchen. See how she felt about her son. Let us listen the story of another boy like Tom. Do you remember Tom? Okay, but this boy is not as naughty as Tom. He is a good boy, just like you. Then the name of the boy is Midun, a boy of your age. One day, while he was watching TV, his mother was working in the kitchen. After a while, Midun's mother came to take rest. And do you know what Midun did? Let us go through our first part of our unit, Helping Hands. Listen carefully.
It was Friday night. Mithun was relaxing in a chair. He was watching his favorite TV show. His mother was in the kitchen cleaning dishes, pots, and pans. Feeling tired, she decided to take a rest for some time. Midun noticed his mother going to bed early. He asked, "Are you all right, Mom?" "I am okay, but I need to take rest for a while," she replied. Midun felt a bit sorry. I should have helped mother, he thought. He felt very guilty. He got up and went to the kitchen. He cleaned every pan and pot. He washed all the dishes and scrubbed every little spot. The kitchen looked very clean and seemed to sparkle. Midun was really happy since he had made a difference.
Dear children, what are the new words here? Okay. അന്നൊരു വെള്ളിയാഴ്ച രാത്രി മിഥുൻ കസേരയിൽ ടി വി കണ്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. അമ്മ അടുക്കളയിൽ ചട്ടിയും കലവും പാത്രങ്ങളും കഴുകുകയായിരുന്നു. ക്ഷീണം തോന്നിയത് കൊണ്ട് അല്പനേരം വിശ്രമിക്കാൻ അവർ തീരുമാനിച്ചു. അമ്മ നേരത്തെ കിടക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് അവൻ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചു. അവൻ ചോദിച്ചു, അമ്മയ്ക്ക് അസുഖമൊന്നുമില്ലല്ലോ? ഐ ആം ഓക്കെ, എനിക്ക് കുഴപ്പമൊന്നുമില്ല, അല്പനേരം വിശ്രമിക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമേ ഉള്ളൂ എന്ന് അമ്മ മറുപടി പറഞ്ഞു. മിഥുന് വിഷമം തോന്നി. ഞാൻ അമ്മയെ സഹായിക്കേണ്ടതായിരുന്നു. അവന് കുറ്റബോധം തോന്നി. അവന് എഴുന്നേറ്റ് അടുക്കളയിൽ പോയി ഓരോ കലവും പാത്രവും വൃത്തിയാക്കി. അവൻ എല്ലാ പാത്രങ്ങളും പൂർണ്ണമായി തേക്കുകയും കഴുകുകയും ചെയ്തു. അടുക്കള വൃത്തിയായി കാണപ്പെടുകയും തിളങ്ങുന്നതായി തോന്നുകയും ചെയ്തു. Midun was really happy since he had made a difference. ഒരു മാറ്റമുണ്ടാക്കിയതിൽ അവന് സന്തോഷം തോന്നി. Okay, here we go. Next paragraph.
After a while, when Midun's mother woke up and went to the kitchen to finish the rest of the work, she was really surprised. She could not believe her eyes. The kitchen was so clean. She was very happy that her son had helped her. She went to Midun's bed and hugged him. Thank you, my dear, for caring me so much. You are really a nice child. Midun understood then that helping others makes them happy and it makes one happy too.
Children, did you find any new words? What are they?
Hugged means hold someone tightly in one's arms. കെട്ടിപ്പിടിച്ചു. Caring, displaying kindness and concern for others. കരുതൽ. Sparkle, shine brightly. തിളങ്ങുക.
മിഥുൻ കിച്ചൺ ക്ലീൻ ആക്കി വെച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്. പിന്നീട് എന്താ ഉണ്ടായത്? അല്പനേരത്തിന് ശേഷം അമ്മ അടുക്കളയിലെ ബാക്കി ജോലി ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി എത്തിയപ്പോൾ അമ്മയുടെ കണ്ണുകളെ വിശ്വസിക്കാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞില്ല. അടുക്കള പൂർണ്ണമായും വൃത്തിയായിരിക്കുന്നു. അവളുടെ മകൻ അവരെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്തതിനാലാണ് ഇത്രയധികം സന്തോഷമായത്. She was very happy that her son had helped her. She went to Midun's bed and hugged him. അമ്മ മകന്റെ അടുത്തെത്തി അവനെ കെട്ടിപ്പുണർന്നു. Thank you, my dear, for caring me so much. You are really a nice child. എന്നെ ഇത്രയധികം കെയർ ചെയ്തതിന് വളരെ നന്ദി. നീ ഒരു നല്ല കുട്ടിയാണ്. മറ്റുള്ളവരെ സഹായിക്കുമ്പോൾ അവർ സന്തോഷിക്കുകയും സഹായം ചെയ്യുന്നയാൾക്കും സന്തോഷമുണ്ടാകുമെന്നും മിഥുന് മനസ്സിലായി. എല്ലാവർക്കും കഥ ഇഷ്ടായില്ലേ? Okay, my dear children, may I ask some questions? Okay. How did Midun help his mother? Yes, Midun cleaned every pan and pot. He washed all the dishes and scrubbed every little spot. If you were in Midun's place, what would you do? Will you help your parents? Do you think Midun is a nice child? Do you help your parents in household work? Okay, there are few questions on the top of your textbook. Dear children, remember to write it in your notebook and send it to your teacher. Okay? I think all of you have enjoyed the story very well, which tells us how helping others brings us happiness. Now I am going to handle the main reading text. It's a story titled The Happy Prince. This is one of the most famous stories of the well-known English writer Oscar Wilde. Wilde tells us the story of the love and compassion between a swallow and the happy prince, and the great sacrifice they made to help the needy and suffering. Okay, let us go through the paragraph. The happy prince. Listen carefully and find out the new words and understand their meaning from glossary. Okay.
The Happy Prince. There was a prince in a faraway land who was always happy. When he died, the courtiers of the palace made the statue of the happy prince and put it up high in the town. Now read on. High above the city, on a tall column, stood the statue of the happy prince. He was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. For eyes, he had two bright sapphires, and a large red ruby glowed on his sword hilt. He was very much admired indeed. Be like the happy prince. He never cries for anything, said a mother to her little boy who was crying for the moon. I am glad there is someone in the world who is quite happy, muttered a disappointed man.
Children, did you get any idea from the passage? Did you find any new words? There are many new words in this paragraph. Column, gilded, sapphires, ruby, hilt, etc. You have to find out their meaning from the glossary on your textbook. Okay? Let us go through the paragraph and understand their meaning. There was a prince in a faraway land who was always happy. When he died, the courtiers of the palace made the statue of the happy prince and put it up high in the town. അങ്ങ് ദൂരെ ഒരു നാട്ടിൽ എപ്പോഴും സന്തോഷവാനായ ഒരു പ്രിൻസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആ രാജകുമാരൻ മരിച്ചപ്പോൾ അവിടെയുള്ള രാജസേവകന്മാർ ആ രാജാവിൻ്റെ ഒരു പ്രതിമയുണ്ടാക്കി ടൗണിലെ ഒരു വലിയ സ്തൂപത്തിന് മുകളിൽ സ്ഥാപിച്ചു. High above the on a tall column stood the statue of the happy prince. അങ്ങനെ ആ പട്ടണത്തിൽ വളരെ ഉയരത്തിൽ സ്തൂപത്തിന്റെ മുകളിലായി ഒരു പ്രിൻസിന്റെ പ്രതിമ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. He was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. സ്വർണ്ണം കൊണ്ടുള്ള നേർത്ത ഇലകളുണ്ടാക്കി പ്രിൻസിന്റെ ദേഹം മുഴുവൻ വസ്ത്രങ്ങൾ പോലെ ഒട്ടിച്ചു വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. For eyes he had 2 bright sapphires and a large red ruby cloud on his sword hilt. He was very much admired indeed. രാജാവിന്റെ കണ്ണുകൾക്ക് നൽകിയിരുന്നത് 2 ഇന്ദ്രനീല കല്ലുകളായിരുന്നു. രാജാവിന്റെ വാൾപ്പിടിയിൽ ഒരു മാണിക്യക്കല്ലും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആ പ്രിൻസിന്റെ പ്രതിമയെ എല്ലാവരും ആരാധിച്ചിരുന്നു. Why did the people admire the statue of the happy prince? Tell me the answer. Yes, the statue of the prince was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. He had 2 bright sapphires for eyes and a large red ruby on his sword hilt. He seemed always happy. Okay, here we go. Next part. He was very much admired indeed. We like the happy prince. He never cries for anything, said a mother to her little boy who was crying for the moon. എനിക്ക് അമ്പിളിമാമനെ കാണണമെന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു കുട്ടിയെ അമ്മ സമാധാനിപ്പിച്ചത്, നീ ഹാപ്പി പ്രിൻസിനെ പോലെയാകും, അദ്ദേഹം ഒന്നിനു വേണ്ടിയും കരയുന്നില്ല. I am glad there is someone in the world who is quite happy, muttered a disappointed man. അതീവ സന്തുഷ്ടനായ ഒരാൾ ഈ ലോകത്ത് ഉണ്ടെന്നതിൽ എനിക്ക് അതിയായ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. നിരാശനായ ഒരാൾ, ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ പിറുപിറുത്തു. Dear children, there are 2 sentences that show people's admiration for the happy prince. Pick out their sentences. What are they? Tell me. Yes. What? Be like happy prince. He never cries for anything. 2. I am glad there is someone in the world who is quite happy. Okay, children, I think you got the clear idea about the passage. There are 2 questions in the right side of your textbook, page number 112. You have to write it in your notebook. Okay, now I am going to give you a simple task. Are you ready? Okay. You have read the story, The Happy Prince. Can you think of other titles for this story? One is suggested here, The Crying Statue. The Happy Prince എന്ന സ്റ്റോറി നിങ്ങൾ വായിച്ചില്ലേ? നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആ സ്റ്റോറിക്ക് വേറെ ടൈറ്റിൽസ് നിർദ്ദേശിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ഓക്കെ, റൈറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ഇൻ യുവർ നോട്ട്ബുക്ക്.
Midun's mother was tired. He felt sorry for not helping his mother. He cleaned every pan, pot, and the kitchen. After a while, when Midun's mother went to kitchen, she could not believe her eyes. She went to Midun's bed and hugged him. What could be the possible conversation between Midun and his mother?
I think you have enjoyed the story very well. Am I right? Dear children, now it is the time to wind up the class. Rest of the paragraph will be discussed in our next episode. It is me, Rosina.